Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got an epic video coming for you. I've got a huge refeed, 600 grams of carbs. I'm gonna do a full day of eating for you guys, show you everything that I eat today. It's gonna be exciting. Get that physique filled back out. I've got the first meal served up here that I'm gonna show you. We're gonna get right into that. From 16 weeks out until 3 weeks out, so 13 weeks, we've just been pushing. We've been pushing non-stop, basically pulling down the calories, putting up the cardio, etc. Only had one refeed day during that whole time, so really ran down the body. And then now this weekend at 3 weeks out, the body was giving me bad feedback. I was getting very flat. The body was starting to look really bad. I was getting stringy, very inflamed and everything like that. Training performance was suffering. So I spoke to the coach and we're going to start slowly ramping up some carbs here. So I did one refeed of 500 grams of carbs already. Yesterday we did 300 grams of carbs, and today we get 600 grams of carbs, man. This to me is just a party. So we got this first meal here, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you exactly what I have here. Look at this huge bowl of cream of rice, 150 grams of cream of rice. Whey protein, 60 grams is inside here as well. We got a few dates, a banana, some berries. So underneath all this fruit, it's got kind of like a brownie consistency. Second part of the meal is a bagel with jam. So I haven't had bread in like 13 weeks, so that's gonna be exciting. Then I got coffee, got a black tea, got some water. I'm gonna start digging into this. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, and also, today's a leg day, so this is gonna be a big refeed. I'm trying to get a lot of carbs in the morning, so I can replenish my glycogen, so that later in the leg day, hopefully I can already utilize some of these carbs. I have a very productive leg day, because the leg days have been suffering the most recently in terms of strength, and that's the reason why I have this huge first meal. So the macros for this meal are around 1,200 calories, 218 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat, 65 grams of protein. I'm most excited for first, I'm gonna dig in to this bagel. Holy crap. God damn, guys, this is, wow. That sugar coming from the jam, the sweetness, the fruitiness, and then that doughy bagel. That is incredible. At this point of a prep, obviously, been suffering for so many weeks that anything tastes good. I can pick up a jar of pickles, start eating those, and I'll enjoy them. So, a flavor explosion right now. Let's go into this cream of rice. Sip of coffee, wash it down. I can't explain to you the feeling of eating this after 13 weeks of prep, being so low body fat. Especially the last 2 weeks were just rough, so this is good. But this is obviously to serve a purpose. So this is not for my enjoyment. Obviously I am enjoying it, but this is to serve a purpose. Refueling the body, we're trying to fill back out, trying to give and pull fatigue off, because the body is overinflamed, it's fatigued, and it needs some energy. Fill back out, get the metabolism back up and fired, improve the sleep. The sleep quality has been suffering a lot. So we're doing all this for a purpose. That's why I'm not just slamming down burgers and burritos and stuff like that for breakfast. We're gonna keep it pretty clean, but we're gonna enjoy it. So I'm gonna finish up this meal, guys, and I'm gonna check back with you for meal 2. Let's go. I'm thinking the carbs are starting to catch up with me. So, yeah, this is what it's looking like. The veins are starting to manifest themselves. The veins are starting to show up. So the carb up so far. Oh yes. Carb up is showing its effects. Let's go. Alright guys, the next refeed meal is coming in. It's around 2 hours after the first one that I ate. This meal is 125 grams of raw wet rice with some green beans, 180 grams of chicken breast, some vegetables. I put some zero ketchup on top of that. We have 100 grams of pineapple for digestion, and we got a Coke Zero. Okay, so we had a power outage. Should be prepared better for these videos, but take a closer look at that. Yes. Chicken and rice. Good old chicken and rice. Now, you see a lot of guys that they go to these carb ups or these refeeds on a diet and they start just putting all kinds of crap food and they start eating cereal because I've been craving it all prep. I don't want to tax my stomach. I don't want to put in all kinds of crazy foods that are going to hinder my digestion or bloat me. We're going to stick with healthy, well-digestible foods that have good nutrients. That's why it's a chicken and rice next. But this is still going to be enjoyable. I mean, pineapple can never go wrong with fruit. Let's take the first bite. Piece of chicken. Still good. Not as good as the first meal, I gotta be honest. The first meal went down like a charm. And also I noticed the first meal, I felt hungry after 1.5 hours. Those fast digesting carbs from the cream of rice, the bagel, the jam, everything just went straight through. Definitely a good thing to use for a carb up before a show, because what we don't want to have before a show is bloating. It's good to find out before we start the carb up for the show, what foods do I digest quickly. Usually rice, fruit, sugary sources like honey, etc. Oh yeah, and after this meal, I'm gonna take a quick digestion walk. I'm gonna take some berberine. I'm gonna be back with the pre-workout meal. You can enjoy this. Let's go. All right, just woke up from a little nap. You might be able to tell I look a little fucked up. Actually, I feel like I'm kind of bloating a little bit, maybe from all the carbs that I'm eating. My eye sacs are bloating a little bit. We got the pre-workout meal right now. This is also one of the meals that I always look forward to. I just love these cream of rice meals because for some reason, you know, with the whey protein inside, well, first of all, let's get to the meal. We got 60 grams of cream of rice, 60 grams of whey protein, isolate, chocolate flavor, 1 banana, a couple of berries, and then 10 grams of honey as well for some extra sugars to get that into the system quickly. I think pretty good. I always look forward to these meals now in prep. You know, I've usually, I don't know, in the off season, I've never been a guy for sweet stuff. I've never craved like ice creams and cookies and all this kind of sweet stuff. I've always, you know, I've liked burgers and stuff. I've liked just salty things, stuff like that. A lot of times I didn't even have any cravings. I'm not somebody that's super food focused, but now with this prep, that's the first time that I'm really starting to feel cravings for things like this. And let's dig into this pre-workout meal because I cannot wait. Oh yeah. Gonna finish up this meal. Go hit legs. Okay, as you were able to see, the leg day was successfully concluded. I am completely fucked up. That was a pretty good leg day. We got the post-workout meal. I always asked the guys to warm it up in the microwave. Got a whey protein and rice pudding brownie. So cream of rice, 70 grams, 60 grams of whey protein isolate, some baking powder, cinnamon, and salt. That's an amazing meal. Gonna dig into this, see how it is. Oh yeah. But when we get home, we're gonna have another big carb meal. So let's take another bite. After an intense session like this, there's nothing more relaxing than sitting down here at the counter, eating a good meal. It's what I like to do. It's kind of my routine after the workout. Sit down behind the counter here, eat my post-workout meal, watch something on my phone, calm down, get ready for relaxing. And we are back from the gym. We're gonna go into another chicken and rice meal here, which is a pretty hefty meal, as you can tell. 125 grams of raw weight rice, 180 grams of chicken, some veggies, some barbecue sauce, calorie free, and another 100 grams of pineapple there. Got a little side salad here because we're healthy out here. This is gonna be the last big push of carbs for the night. I think that was a pretty exciting day, so we're gonna dig into this. Oh yeah, I know it's just rice, but at this point in the cut, just rice is already amazing, guys. I can tell you. All right, gonna finish up this meal. Catch up with you in a minute. All right, second to last meal of the night, but we've had all the carbs for today, so all the fun part of this refeed is basically done. Now I've got a little bit of extra lean ground beef, a little bit of bell pepper inside, a little bit of cucumbers inside, and just a shot of tomato sauce, which is basically calorie free as well. So I'm gonna dig into this. And then we got one more small meal. And then we're gonna wrap up. Get the last meal of the day right here. So high protein yogurt, which is 30 grams of protein from the yogurt. We have 10 grams of whey protein isolate. And then we're gonna get the only fats, basically almost, that we had throughout the whole day. A little bit from the beef of the last meal, but here we got 10 grams of peanut butter. And we also get 10 grams of 90% cocoa chocolate. Oh, let's have this. Oh. Gonna finish up this meal, take my supplements, and head to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating on a refeed, and see y'all next time.